Welcome. All right, so we are going to learn how to prep for a group. So the first thing you do when you come in for the day is you are going to look at the fridge, and you are going to look at the schedule and see what you're doing for the day. More than likely, you are going to be running some sort of paintball group. You could be running open play, but mostly you'll likely be doing this. Could be axe throwing, but we're going to start off with paintball. So the first thing you're going to do after you clock in is you're going to grab your binder, which is going to be right up here, right over there. And then you are going to see how many people you have coming. Most groups will book for 8, and then there might be more that they'll add on after that. And you can find that out 2 ways potentially. You can look on the binder and see if they have more waivers filled out than there are people that should be there. So if they signed up for 8 but they have 12 waivers, they're probably going to have 12 people. Otherwise, sometimes they'll put it in the notes as well to say, hey, we're going to have X amount of people. So that's about how many guns you should prep, plus 1 for yourself to take around with you. So the first thing you'll do is just start filling them with air. So you'll grab a gun off the rack, it'll be on the left. You'll come over here. You'll make sure air is on. This gauge should be to about 3,000. That's when you know air is on. Should already be on, no problem at all. And then you're gonna grab the end of this. We call this the whip. You're gonna pull this back. It's a quick release. You're gonna pull it back. You're going to put it on this fill nozzle right here, and then you're going to push it, let it go, push it forward. It'll be on there. You shouldn't be able to take it off or anything like that. Don't try it real hard, but it should be pretty securely on there. You'll take this, you'll push forward. Now when you push forward, this gauge should drop. It should drop to whatever this tank is at. So if this tank was at 1,000, when I went to fill it up, it'll drop and then it'll fill all the way. You can look at the gauge on the tank, but most of them are a little bit difficult to read, so that's just something to be aware of. So you'll fill it, you'll let out a little bit of air. You don't need anything to do that. That does it all on its own, totally normal, no big deal. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna test your gun to make sure it is all good to go. So we're gonna make sure our tank is on here securely, don't need to tighten that. It was cocked, so that was good. And then we're gonna take our rag. We're going to go over the end of the barrel, we're going to aim down, and we're going to shoot just a couple of times just to make sure everything's working. So that first one did a little double shoot. So this gun might need some lube, but after I shot it that one time, it was totally fine. So then I decock this, I throw the barrel bag back on, and then I'm going to put it over on the rack. Once it's over on the rack, that's how I know it's full and ready to go. And then you'll rinse and repeat for however many guns, however many people you have, plus 1. You want to make sure you fill one for yourself. And that's the process of getting ready for your group. Same thing with 50 cal. 50 cal is a little bit different though. Our guns for 50 cal live further down this way. And you'll fill those up. It's different for a couple of reasons. First, you'll know what package your group has beforehand when they sign up for it. So that is good. But you'll grab the gun, same thing. Grab it off the rack here. These have a little bit different tanks, but it's the same exact process. You'll fill it up. And then you'll be able to tell on your binder what package your group has. And you'll want to make sure that you have enough 150 rounders for whatever they signed up for. Plus a couple extra in case they need more paint. I'll fill this up. These tanks are smaller, but they still fill to 3,000, so it just doesn't take quite as long. And then you'll also know if your group has the bronze package, they'll get 150. If they have the silver package, they'll get 300, so you want to make sure you have double the bags. And then if they have gold, they get 500. Silver, they also get a chest protector, and then gold, they get a chest protector plus coveralls. So you'll want to make sure you have all that equipment ready. All that lives, so the coveralls live with everything that's on the prep rack. And then we also keep a couple of extras up above here by the reservation window, and then also by the check-in, check-out window. And then the vests hang, you can kind of see them right back here. So you just want to make sure you have enough for your group, and then you will be all set, and then you'll be ready to go.